Live. We're on the air. Traveling with Bruce. Hey, everybody, it's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. How you doing today? Welcome. February the 7th, Wednesday. Welcome to Wednesday, February the 7th, hump day here. Bruce here in Creston, British Columbia in Canada. I hope you're having a great week. I hope you're having a good day. Here in Creston, kind of cloudy, about 35, 36 degrees. That's all we got today, folks. Nothing to get excited about here. But I'm told that not far from here, it's going to be bad. Really bad. Lots of snow. We might get some rain overnight because we're warm enough. But I'll tell you, it's funny. It's winter. Welcome to my channel, Traveling with Bruce. If this is your first time ever, boy, did you make a mistake. No, you did. You done great. You did great. Welcome to my channel. It's all about cruise ships and holidays and good times and finding a good deal on how to get a cruise and what to do if you're a new cruiser, what to do if you're a veteran cruiser, how the cruise business is changing right in front of our eyes. Like you cannot believe. There is so much stuff going on. I have a story for you. I've got questions for you. And I think you've got questions for me because the way this show goes, it's a Q&A. You can ask me anything you want about cruising, anything you want to know. If I can't answer it, maybe one of my viewers can answer it. And if we can't answer it as a collective, well, maybe tomorrow we'll have the answer for you. Or maybe it's a trick question. Have you thought of that? Yeah, maybe you're giving me trick questions. But I got to say thank you all to you folks out there who are reacting to my channel. I went off the air yesterday afternoon, and at the time I went off the air, I had, let me look over here, 626 subscribers. 626. On the way to 1,000. Right now, 24 hours later, 656. 30 more have piled in. It's fantastic. I'm getting messages from people all over the place. New Orleans, the UK, in Canada, saying, I just became a subscriber. I just found you. I just became a subscriber. I love your videos. And then I write them back, thanking them very much for joining in and telling them, I'm live at 5 o'clock Eastern. Come and join in and let's have some fun. So I think a bunch of newbies are showing up every day, which is fantastic. If you've never been here before, what happens is, and if you want to, you can participate. You don't have to. If you don't want to, you can just sit back and watch and, make this guy watch and make a fool of himself talking to the camera. But anyway, if you want, you can type in on your computer or your little phone, tell me where you're watching me from. Where are you located? And, town or city, country. Tell me what your high temperature is going to be today. We always have a little competition here to see who's got the warm and the hot spot. Lately, it's been Tampa and Orlando winning, of course. But sometimes it's Las Vegas or California, or we get a surprise. We had someone from South Africa last week who had 50 Celsius, blew us all away, 112 degrees. But yeah, say hi and let me know you're here. Give us a thumbs up if you don't mind. We love getting thumbs up on our videos. There's a little thumbs up sign somewhere here or here. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Please subscribe. Become a subscriber and join my channel. Come on aboard. And I'm on the way to 1,000 subscribers. The big drop dead deadline for all of us in the YouTube world is February the 20th, because on February the 20th, the new monetization rules kick in. And all channels with 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 minutes of watch time or more stay monetized and will be paid to do what we do from the commercials that you're probably watching when you watch one of my videos. And I thank you for tolerating them. It's the only way I get paid. I don't have any sponsorships. I'm not paid by a travel agent to do this. I'm my own guy. And I have playlists, if you don't know, on traveling in Italy and Germany, the US, and cruises. And I have another series of playlists called So I Know You Like a Good Story. And I got a message today from someone who said that they reacted to my Beatles story. I have a story about the Beatles. It has to do with my dad, but I was there, and he made $1 million in 1964 because of the Beatles. And it's a great. I think it's one of my personal favorite videos. It only has 105 views. No one watches it. It has nothing to do with cruising. So, that's why no one watches. But I tell you, if you want a Beatles story, just a little change of pace, from white wine to red wine, or from, white wine to a beer, check out the story about the Beatles in my channel. And it's a true story. I'm telling you, it honestly happened. And I think it's a heck of an interesting story. I tell my friends the story, they can't believe it. So I thought I'd put it on a video. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. We're going to talk about cruise ships and some stories. and a few other things. And I'm just going to check my phone here to see who's signing in, because I've been charging it up for the last 10 minutes because it's a little low on power. And I got messages already. We got folks here who've joined us. Let's see who's here. And let's see how cold or how warm it is where these folks are. We are starting off with Betsy Grelecki from Hamilton. You're here. How you doing? 4 below Celsius in Hamilton. It has stopped snowing. Thank goodness for that. And 4 below, you know, if the sun is shining, it melts, but not quickly. Norman Duarte is here in looks like Connecticut. CT, welcome, Norman. I think you're new. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Glad to have you. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you'll enjoy it. And if you have any questions, you just fire away and let me know. Otherwise, just watch and entertain yourself. See what's going on. Karen Lipson's here from Calgary, minus 18 with the wind chill, 20 to 30 centimeters of snow. Not about that much. I loved yesterday's stories. First timers in a lifeboat. How was the food? Yeah, we had a good story yesterday. Oh man, that was something. You'll have to watch yesterday's video to get it all. And it's there. It's on my channel. Christine is here. Hey all, 21 degrees in Michigan. How you doing, Christine? Welcome back. Elizabeth is here. Elizabeth Breen, 81 in Daytona. See, I told you, those Floridians, they win every time. This is fantastic. Welcome, Elizabeth. It's great to have you back today. Norman saying, seeing three of your, and then he stopped. And so I'll see what else is going on. Jay Sonic Hedgehog. Jay Sonic Hedgehog. Hi, Bruce. Montreal, Canada here. 12 degrees Fahrenheit here with a wind chill of -7. Oh, man. Jay Sonic, welcome. You're new. I don't recall having seen you before. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the gang. Nice to have you. Judy Antris is here. Judy from Sacramento, 66 degrees and sunny. Judy, how's it going? Welcome from the capital of California. Fantastic. Nice to have you here. 66 is okay. It's, I believe it's a dry heat in Sacramento. I think it's a wet, humid heat in Frisco, but in Sacramento, it's a bit drier, I would think. But 66 is all right. I mean, for Canadians, we're wearing shorts and golfing. I mean, you know that. Norman Duarte. Oh, you saw 3 of my videos. Fantastic, Norman. You got 3 down. I know I've got about 120 something going, so you got work to do, but that's okay. Take the rest of your life. It's no big deal. Thanks so much for coming by, and I hope you're enjoying them. And Jay's on saying thank you. She's also saying I saw your MSC Seaside video. Yeah. Oh yeah. I got another story for you guys. I got an MSC Seaside story for you. I just stand by. Oh man, I couldn't believe it when I read this. I'm going to read it verbatim to you. Norman is saying thank you for the call. You betcha, Norman. Paula K is here. Hey Bruce, hi Bruce, and everybody else. 30 degrees in Hanover. That's PA, Pennsylvania. Survived the ice storm. Oh no, raining and ice everywhere. No worries. Cozy by the fire. That's right, Paula. You get the fire up. You get a pot on the stove, okay, and you get some cheap red wine. All right, pour in a couple of glasses of red wine in the pot. Turn the stove on and warm that wine up a little bit. In Germany, we call that Mullwein. And then take a little stick of cinnamon maybe and add it in there if you want for a little taste. And then put that in a nice coffee cup, and you got yourself like an 8-10 ouncer. Yeah, makes the evening go by smooth and easy. And after about most of that cup, you really haven't anything to worry about. It's all good. You may want to do this after the show, just in case. Fantastic. There's ways to survive these winters. I'll tell you, folks. Jay Sonic Hedgehog saying another. Oh my God, another one. Oh boy. What do we got here? Norman Duarte. Yeah, another. That's right. Jay Sonic. Another story about the seaside. Yeah, I got another one. Oh yeah. Teresa McFarland's here. Hi, Bruce. 7 below today in Waterloo, Ontario. That's better than yesterday, weren't you, Mike? -12, -14. You're getting a little better. Baby steps. We'll take what we can get. Paula K. Good idea. Thanks. Yeah, on the wine. Oh man. Jay Sonic Hedgehog. Aren't they doing anything to make that foul smell go away? Troubles in the seaside. Oh man. There's all kinds of problems. Like I said, I got the story for you guys, and I'll read this here in a few minutes. Oh man, great to have you all guys here. Anyone else wants to join in? By all means, say hi. Tell me what town you're watching from, or where are you in North America or in the world, and tell us your high temperature if you want. Otherwise, remain silent in the bushes and just watch and learn. Anyway, any of you have questions about anything, just let me know. I was going to ask you guys a couple of questions today. I'm going to put you to work. I want to know, and this is for the world to know, if you want to tell us or not. Tell me, what's your next cruise? Where are you going? What ship are you on? And if you want, when? And the other question is, how many cruises have you had? How many of you folks taken? How many cruises have you had? So I know a bunch of you have never taken a cruise before. your first cruise is coming up. Some of you have had 1 or 2 or 3. Some of you have had 30. So that'll be pretty cool to hear that. Norman is saying lost power. Oh, no. That's terrible. Richard Karmaski is here. Hello, Bruce. 34 degrees here from the city of brotherly love, home of the Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Right here. Here we go. Just for you, Richard, I'm going to show this off for you. There you go. The Philadelphia Eagles medallions, size of about a quarter. And I'm flogging these. I'm selling these. You just have to find my video on the channel for the details. Anybody wants one of these, you can order them. It has nothing to do with the Super Bowl. It's just a medallion, but it's a great ball marker for a golfer. If you know someone's a golfer, these work great as a ball mark. They come like this. Here's one for the Chicago Blackhawks. And on the back, you got a little 3M strip you peel off. Sticks to anything. You stick it onto a quarter, and then you use that as your ball marker. And then you show your friends who's boss on the green. Even if you're 6 feet away, they're intimidated because, they see what you got. It would help my channel if any order. Anyway, my wife would go, finally, you figured out a way to get rid of the darn things, because I used to own a sports store, and these are leftovers. I have all kinds of teams. Go to the video, you'll see what teams I have, in case you're interested. Enough for the commercial. Richard, thank you for coming. J Sonic Hedgehog is saying, I didn't go on a cruise yet. You're a rookie. Right on. I'd like to go on a cruise. Right on. You've come to the right place to talk about cruising. You're going to learn a lot here. Richard is saying, new Panama Canal, end of February, 10 days, Caribbean Princess, 5th cruise. Fantastic. That's going to be a great cruise. Man, that's going to be nice. Oh, fantastic. Jay Sonic is saying, I'm looking at the Crown Princess because of the amazing food. Yes, sir. I would also say, Jay Sonic, Holland America. Look for Holland America for good food. Really good food. That would be another one. Sherman Mercer is here. Sherman, 46 here in is it Angleton, Texas? I don't want to say Angelton. I'm going to say Angleton, Texas. Sherman, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. It's great to have you here. 46 degrees is not that bad in the middle of winter. Way to go. Teresa McFarland is saying February 17th, I'm going on an 8-day Freedom of the Seas cruise. Then I'm switching to Norwegian Cruise Line getaway for 7 days. We're all jealous, Teresa, and we're all envious. And you're going to have a fantastic trip. That's going to be great. 1 back-to-back. I've done 26 cruises so far. 26. Awesome. I'll tell you, folks, and this is for you, Jay Sonic. Once you start, you can't stop. Chances are, unless you've got a real disaster on your first cruise, you're going to be hooked because the price is right, the itinerary is right, the whole feeling on board the ship is right. I'll tell you, the food is good. It's a good time. Elizabeth is saying Bahamas Paradise, 2 days in April from West Palm, 4-day Carnival Liberty in July. March 2019, 8-day Carnival Breeze, Port Canaveral. I've been on 3. Fantastic. Back. Three. She knows her next 3 cruises already. Fabulous, Elizabeth. You being in Florida, you got it made. You don't have to drive to the port. You don't have to fly anywhere. You got it made. Christine is here. I went on 1 cruise out of California over 30 years ago. Don't remember much, but what was like a tugboat compared to the ones today. Oh, yeah, the cruises 30 years ago. Oh, my goodness. We're talking Love Boat. You're talking about the Love Boat that held maybe 1,500 people. Those are big ships. Yeah, those ships don't exist anymore in the major cruise lines. They don't keep those ships around much longer. Fantastic. You have a great time. Charles Jordan, hello all. Hey, Charles, how you doing? Welcome back. Christine, hey, Charles. Christine saying hi to Charles. Jay Sonic is saying, well, I don't want to go all the way to Seattle for the Holland America. No, you don't have to do that unless, depending on where you want to go. But Jay, if you want to go on a Caribbean cruise, you can do Holland America right out of Miami or Fort Lauderdale. You can get a balcony for less than $100 a night on the, I think it's the Eurodam and the Neu Amsterdam. Go to vacationstogo.com, vacationstogo.com. That's my favorite website for checking out cruise deals. And sign in there, and you got a couple of choices you can make. And you can look up just Holland America cruises in certain regions or around the world, or you can look at all the Caribbean cruises for whatever months you want, and you'll find deals there. I also have a video how to find a cheap cruise. Check my video out. You'll see how I do it. And I show you right there how I work the website. You can see for yourself too. Let's see here. Tisha 502. Hi, Bruce. Just catching up. 46 and raining, but don't worry. 60 will be back when I least expect it. That's right. You get the 60 and then you get the 40 again. You don't expect that either. No one expects that. Yeah. Welcome back, Tisha. Jay Sonic, I'm in the East. Yeah, if you're in the East, Jay Sonic, check Florida, check Caribbean cruises. Charles Jordan, hi, Christine. Jay Sonic said, wow, nice. Okay, thanks. I put you to work, Jay Sonic. Right now, I'm going to put you right to work. You got homework to do, but that's okay. It's so much fun looking for a cruise. It really is. You'll see all the photos. That website, it's got photos of the ship, statistics on the ship, uh, deck plans. I mean, individual room numbers. I mean, it's fantastic. Charlie Baum is here. Hi, Bruce. I'm in Alexandria, Virginia. I've gone on 9 cruises. I'm going on the Grandeur. I'm going to imagine it's the Grandeur of the Seas. That would be Royal Caribbean in April and December. Repeat client on the same ship. Telling you something, folks. That ship might be worthy of a look-see. Right on, Charlie. That's fantastic. Where are you headed? Tell us where you're going on those 2 cruises. I'll be kind of curious. So, folks, thanks for coming on here today. We got a nice crowd going. We got the comments flying back and forth. I got a couple more questions for you, but I'll ask you those after I tell you this little story. I've got a story here. I'm going to use a tablet because I had to copy this story to be able to kind of read it off to you. I couldn't believe it when I read this. I read it twice, and then I photoed it. It's all here. I got a couple of pages. So I'm going to read you the story verbatim. This is a review from a passenger who was on the MSC Seaside, and it's dated here in January. So it's like, very recent, obviously. And let me tell you, this ain't a happy story. But boy, I was shocked when I read this, just shocked. So I'm going to try to read this to you without looking away from you too much. But bear with me while I read away here. So he says, so my wife, his name is JT Hanna, and he says here, so my wife and I have been on a combined 29 cruises. So we're far from cruising newbies. We have been on the Disney, the Costa, Princess, Norwegian, Celebrity, Royal Caribbean, and now MSC. I would have to say that without a doubt, this is the worst cruise I have ever experienced. Let me preface this by saying that no, we definitely did not have the best weather in the world, but that did not in any way sway my opinion of the ship or the cruise line. I will give you both the good and the bad. Day 1 check-in. Check-in and security was a breeze. I have to say that this was the smoothest check-in process either of us have ever been through. As soon as we arrived at the port, we were told our room was ready for us. We spent maybe 15 minutes in check-in and security. Unfortunately, it all went downhill from there. As soon as I stepped on the boat, one of the security staff told me that they did not like the security picture that had been taken of me, and that I would have to go to guest services and have a new picture taken immediately. Therefore, I walked over to guest services. I was 30th in line, and there were only 4 employees manning the services desk. After waiting for about 20 minutes, we were told that we were going to have the emergency drill for all of those that had already boarded, and they closed the line. After leaving the guest services area, I met my wife and son at our muster station. The drill was a train wreck. Nobody, not even the employees, knew what exactly was going on and where everybody should be. After about 35 minutes, they showed us how to put on the life jacket and released us. After being released, I headed back to guest services for my security picture remake. When I arrived, I was 78th in line. I had enough time, obviously, to count. I waited in line for over an hour and a half. When I finally reached an employee, she took a picture and told me to have a good day. Overall, I waited 2 hours for a 3-second picture. Page 2. So after this ordeal, we waited for an elevator for about 35 minutes before we finally made it out to our balcony room on the 15th floor. This was the smallest cruise ship room I have ever seen. The room was not bathroom and shower were even smaller. Now, I understand that all cruise ship showers are small, and I expect that. However, this one was tiny. It was so small that you literally had to run the water to apply soap or shampoo and then turn the water back on when you were ready to wash off. Unbelievable. So after exploring the ship for a few, we finally made it to dinner. Just as I expected, the food was below par. The food was cold and simply not very appealing. So as you can tell, the first day did not go well. It only got worse from there. Over the next 7 days, we had to deal with numerous problems with both the ship and the staff. On 5 different times over a 4-day span, we had to call guest services because our lights inside our room did not work. They would come and jiggle a few times around, and then they would start working. One night we returned to our room at around 10:30, and of course, no power. It took almost an hour for them to fix the problem. Next morning, same problem. We called guest services at 10:45 a.m. At 11:45 a.m., I went to the guest services to complain, and I was told that an electrician had been out to the room and that the problem was fixed. When I arrived back in our cabin, I find that we still did not have power and that no one had been to our room at all. That time, it took over 2.5 hours to repair the power. They actually had to take the key reader out of the electrician's own room to fix the problem. Why? Because, he said, they don't have a single replacement card reader on the entire ship. Over 2,000 rooms, no spare card readers. I know this is getting long, so I will just list everything wrong with the ship or the crew. The lighting did not work half the time. Elevators did not work most of the time. Toilets did not work about a third of the time, and the room halls all smelled like sewage. Our room door would not close unless you slammed it. Oh my God. The childcare department was awful. Several were not friendly at all, and on one night, they did not even realize that my five-year-old was gone for over an hour. The entertainment was horrible. They did not enforce any type of dress code in the main dining areas. When we complained about something to guest services, they kept telling us we would have to deal with the individual departments by ourselves. Basically, they kept shifting the blame to somebody else. The wait staff did not know the simplest of cocktails. And if you did order a cocktail from the main dining room, the waiter himself had to go to the nearest bar 4 floors away to order the drink and wait for it. Very poor design. They were always out of something. One day it was wine. One day it was milk. One day it was apple juice. One day it was ice cream. If you ask the staff a question, 9 times out of 10, they did not know the answer. They would just say, ask guest services. When we arrived, we were told our room was clean. When we arrived, the trash cans were still full, and one was still full of dirty baby diapers. The spa was absolutely amazing. The spa service was horrible. On the boat, there was a Forest Kids pool area. Great idea. Unfortunately, it was completely underused because there was nowhere for the parents to sit. Parents are just not going to lean against the wall and watch their children play for an hour. Again, great execution. Too many not even have a simple understanding of English. I did not expect perfect English, but if you're working on a boat that sails the Caribbean out of Miami, you should at least have some understanding of English. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I get any more here. Oh, and last end of it, I will just stop there because I am just getting mad all over again. All I can say is do not go on an MSC cruise. It is a complete waste of time and money. Spend your money wisely and take a Royal Caribbean or Celebrity. We will never sail an MSC again, and we will ensure that none of the people we know will either. That's the comment from this gentleman on the ship. I was stunned when I read this. I know some of you, or most of you, who've been watching me, you know a lot of what I've just said. We've talked about these issues the last 2 weeks now, 2 weeks. But some of these other issues, the English language issue. I also remember another complaint that someone else had about a week ago. Announcements. The simplest announcements would be made. Like. The bingo is opening in 30 minutes, or there's a movie playing in the whatever. 6 languages. They would announce an announcement in 6 separate languages, and so announcement that would take 20 seconds in English would now take 4 minutes to get read, and they were happening all day long. And before the announcement was read, they would have that alarm sound, that that bell would go off, and then the announcement would be read. And it would be 5 minutes, and it would just frustrate the hell out of people. Because, of course, if you're listening to music, the music is cut off until the announcement is done. If you're trying to get a nap, now you're hearing the sound for a message. No, the ship's not sinking. It's just a message, but it's in 6 languages. And these are frustrations that have just been building and building and building among cruisers, and they're coming out. And we're hearing about them more and more and more. It is unbelievable. I'm just going to go back to my message where I left off and continue on. Oh my goodness. Sorry if I'm a downer today, but that's the story. Jay Sonic saying, my dad would be the buyer of the cruise and he has the car. Me, I don't drive. So you're going to be driving. Nothing wrong with driving to Miami. Now, you can drive to New York and get a cruise out of New York, but I wouldn't recommend a middle of the winter cruise out of New York if you can at all help it. I would look at a spring or summer cruise out of New York, but I don't know if you're going to find a bargain at that time of year out of New York. So you may have to look, go to Miami for, say, an February or March cruise, and you'll find deals down there. I know it. Charlie Baum saying, I'm going to the Caribbean on April for my 75th birthday and the Bahamas in December. Fantastic, man. That's going to be great, Charlie. Jay Sonic all saying, isn't the muster drill just for 15 minutes? Theoretically, Jay Sonic, yeah. 15, 20 minutes is sort of the theoretical. The reality, though, for cruise ships, though, is the bigger the cruise ship, everybody has to meet at certain stations on the ship. It tells you on the inside of your door in your room where you're supposed to assemble for your cruise. By the way, if anyone, you can see this card back here, this little blue card. This is a room key that I had given to me when I was on a Norwegian cruise. And just going to see if there's assembly station. Yeah, and for me, it says here assembly station F1. And that meant one of the bars or maybe the main showroom. At the time, I knew what it was, but that's what your room card would look like if you get room cards. Some ships, many ships still offer this as your way to get into your room and charge stuff for your drinks and anything extra. But a lot of ships now are starting to shift away from this, and they're going to wristbands, where you just scan your door and go in. Card readers, that's what that would be for right there. If the card reader doesn't work, this key is useless for you. And how do you get into your room? Terrible. Let's just see here. Sherman Mercer saying, going on a cruise, 3 to the Valor to Cozumel 4-day. We are 40 miles from Galveston. How do we find last-minute deals? Vacationstogo.com is where you go. There's a little toggle thing, a little thing you can touch. 90 days or less specials. Those are the last minutes. Hit those. They'll show you all cruises 90 days or less that are available right now. You'll see some last minute pricing there. Changes every day. By the way, got to do this every day. A lot of fun. It looks like Bruce has issues today. Jay Sonic saying, it's not just me. Might be YouTube as well. Sherman Mercer, nor just me. Karen Lipshin, picture is freezing. Oh no, my picture's freezing. Oh my goodness. Let me check my other channel here. See how I'm looking. It's kind of blurry, isn't it? Oh my gosh. I'll try to. I don't know. I can't talk slower. Oh, it's the internet. What do we got here? Christine, me too. Imogen Weston is saying, going on Vista, April 7th, I think. Really wanted to do MSC Seaside in December 2018, but they just. I'm just going to wait a while for better news. Yeah, I think so. You don't want to try it. Power's back, Norman saying. Jay Sonic is saying, oh boy, okay, this is bad. The MSC Seaside. Mark the Lost Traveler is here. Hello, everybody. It's 78 here in Port Canaveral with my high heels on. That's a continuation of yesterday's story. Pamela Jordan, hi, Bruce. And Imogen Weston is saying that MSC was at the top of our bucket list. Me too. I wanted to go on this cruise. I really did. But I'm now thinking I'm going to have to wait quite a while. With staffing issues like this, these staffing stories, they're coming out more and more now. This is really bad news, man. If it isn't the food and it's the poop smell, and now the staff, and the front. Think about the poor people working the front desk. How awful was that job on that ship? They must be just getting it all day, all night. It's just awful. Karen Lipshin saying, has MSC offered any reimbursements to these cruisers? I haven't heard. I don't know. I'd sure love to know. We'll find out as time goes by, I guess. Norman Duarte saying April 8th now, out New York, spring break week. Oh boy, need to get a Vibe ticket for 70. Only 70 sold. Got to get there first. Yes, you kind of losing me there a little bit, Norman. But it looks like you're taking a cruise out of New York, I think. Pamela Jordan saying, haha, Mark the Lost Traveler, the high heel story. Christine's laughing out loud. Mark the Lost Traveler is saying 18 days till the Norwegian getaway. Fantastic. Richard Kormaski, assembly station on Princess Cruise cards. Yep, that's right. They have them on the cards. Teresa McFarland saying, getting excited, Mark. Mark is saying, yes, Teresa, need to meet up. Teresa McFarland, yes, we do. They're on the same cruise, folks. These two are going to be on the same cruise. They found out through this chat about a week ago that we're on the same cruise. So we're going to get together and say hi to each other. Mark, hey, Teresa, do you have the Shipmate app? We can connect using that. Well, there you go. There's some ideas there. Couple other questions for you guys. So put you guys to work. Tell me about your worst cruise ever. And have any of you ever won money in the casino? Any of you or someone you know, has anyone ever won money in the casino at sea, like a slot machine machine jackpot or something like that. I had one lucky streak one time on my cruises, and I'm still down. Kind of curious to know if any of you have had that happen to you as well. Sylvan Forrest is here. Hi, Bruce. It's now 17 degrees in Delray Beach, Florida. Nice watching you, Sylvan. Great to have you here. Welcome to the channel. Let's see here. Norman, my 4th time, 2nd time, Xmas and New Year's on the gem, like the longer 10-day or more. Teresa saying, I used to have it, but I deleted it. I will download it again. That's the app that Mark is asking her about. I've got someone here telling me that they've subscribed to my channel. Fantastic. They're asking me to subscribe back to their channel. You're not allowed to do that on YouTube. You're not supposed to do sub for sub, and I don't do that. So that comment has been held for review, but I'll just share it with you folks. There's these comments all the time that come to me in my comment box, or at least they try to get in there, and YouTube blocks them. People want to do these sub for sub things, and that's a no-no. You grow organically. You put the content out and people watch it, they subscribe. It's just that simple. In my case, it's like every time 100 views go on my meter, I find I have a new subscriber. It seems to be 1%, and that's a healthy growth rate. We just got to get to 1,000, and we're at 656, and we got what, 13 days to go? Cross our fingers. I think we're going to make it. What do we got here? Mark is saying. Mark is saying, yeah, I have one in the casino. Crap tables, $150. Well, that's something. Susan McGinn is saying 81 degrees, high here today. My sister-in-law always wins something in a casino at sea. Last time around, $400. Why is that? Why is that some people have the luck all the time? Or is it that they gamble so much, they don't tell you about the losses? And then when they win one, they brag about it? I don't know. But some people have the luck. There's no doubt about it. And nothing wrong with winning that. Mike Hamilton saying, getaway November, Wheel of Fortune, $5,000. Oh, yes, sir. That's fantastic, Mike. Question for you. When you won that amount of money, did they withhold any taxes from you? Is there any withholding like they have in the casinos in Vegas? Or because you're in international waters, it's all yours? I'm kind of curious about that. I haven't won anything that big to know, you see, as you can tell. Be curious if you let us know. Sherman Mercer saying, yeah, 3-card poker, $235. Yes, way to go. Christina saying, I never won but broke a slot machine. Thought the 7-foot Scandinavian pit boss is going to throw me overboard. Well, you know, tough for that guy. That machine probably took so much off of you, it deserved a break. Technical fan. Okay, no problem, bro. Thanks. Oh man. Oh, that's my YouTuber. I had to be careful what he said. Angela A. I won on Brilliance of the Seas. $435 bingo and $300 on the same cruise. Beautiful. I mean, that's fantastic. I'm glad to hear someone's winning because I have not been that fortunate. And whenever I'm in these casinos, you know, I'm sitting there and I'm playing the machine, you know, and I'm kind of listening for someone to go woohoo, and I don't hear the woohoos from anybody. And I'm thinking, oh, geez, these machines are really bad. But it's nice to see this going on. Jason is saying that. Jay Sonic is saying, I can tell you about some car trips that my dad and I went on. Every car trips are very enjoyable to me. Also, I'm the DJ, and I DJ for myself in the passenger seat of the car. Yeah, if the driver allows it, it's okay. But sometimes the drivers have rules that say, I'm driving, I control everything. So you're fortunate with that one. Imogene Weston saying, worst cruise was Valor during March rough seas. I won cruise on my first Carnival cruise. We always win a few $100, no withholding. No withholding. Oh, okay. So if you win, whatever you win, you get it. Mike Hamilton saying all cash, would not take taxes out. Yeah, fantastic. So you hit $5,000, you got $5,000. Fantastic. That's good to know. Elizabeth Green is saying $700 on a slot machine. I thought, nice surprise. Fantastic. Way to hit it. Mark the Lost Traveler saying, hey, T, I boarded setting up this meeting. Mark wants to get together. He wants to know you're traveling with a girlfriend, Mark. And I know she's traveling with her. So I know how this is going to work, but I'd love to hear the story. I'd love to read the story sometime. Christine is saying, no withholding. I'm poor. Mary W. is here. 21 degrees here in New Hampshire. Crazy. Going on the adventure of the seas out of San Juan at the end of April. Mary, welcome to the channel. I think I'm not sure, but are you new? I think this is your first time, and I welcome you to the group. This is fantastic. You're going on a cruise out of San Juan. I hope you're flying in the day before, and it's going to be okay. I hope you're not playing roulette and trying to land on the day of the cruise, because you know how it is in San Juan at the airport, but we'll see. You can let me know. Jay Sonic saying, I DJ with my head blasted on the car speakers. There you go. That's why you can do that. Way to go, buddy. My dad he doesn't like my genre of music. Yep. I love that. Angela A, anyone doing Carnival Sunshine February the 23rd? So looking for a fellow cruiser who's going. Mark Luffy, I was down about 200 cashed and started betting 100 to 200 up. $200 a hand on blackjack. I was fortunate. I had a pocket full of black and white $100 chips. I netted $1,000. Generally, Mark, you're the kind of client at a casino that the casinos live for. Generally speaking, it usually doesn't work. It usually works out the other way, that all those chips disappear and you've had so many you don't quite remember how many you bet, and you're just kind of moving on with life, and then you wonder why your credit card bill is so big. But anyway, way to go. Way to hit it. Pamela Jordan saying, Charles Jordan, my hubby, didn't win in the casino, but he did win a $675 Invicta diving watch. Nice. That's a nice little giveaway. Boy, well done. Nice going. Mark Luffy, I was a lucky drunk. Yes, you were. Sylvan Forrest saying, I once won $320 at roulette on Freedom of the Seas. I walked away immediately with my winnings. It's smart strategy. You might even want to run on a strategy like that. Well done. Yeah. Sherman Mercer saying, Imogene, we are going Valor March 1, praying for smooth sailing. So close but no cigar as far as meeting you up on that cruise ship. Mark is saying, I only play blackjack or roulette. At least with roulette, it's almost 50-50. And Doreen Chapman saying, hi, Bruce, +2 here in Pictou County. That's Nova Scotia. Welcome, Doreen. Mark the Lost Traveler is saying, Bruce, I'll send you a pic of us. Hey, fantastic. That'd be great. Yeah, that's fantastic. Mary W., yes, I am new. And yes, I am. I had to book 2 different hotels because the first one canceled. Oh, this is going into San Juan for your cruise. Exactly. So you're going in the day before. Smart. You booked a hotel. It canceled on you. You booked another hotel. Yeah, you know, this is the problem with San Juan. The cruise deals are fantastic out of San Juan. They got great prices. The trick of it is you got to be flexible enough to get in at least the day before. And then on the day out, you may want to, you know, if you don't get out the day of the departure, maybe you spend a day or two and then you get out. That's just the way it is right now in San Juan and Puerto Rico as a whole. It's a crapshoot. But boy, thanks for letting me know, and thanks for joining us. You're a newbie from Connecticut. Fantastic, great to have you here. Let's see here. Richard is saying, do they have power in San Juan? Watching TV, they still out of power. You know, I'm hearing now 60-70% of the island or of the customers, but I'm worried. Well, I'm not worried. I'm kind of curious how much of the rural areas really have power. I mean, you know, is 3/4 of the territory still without, but 1/4 where all the people are living do have power, you know, that kind of thing. It's a big rebuild, and we're talking many billions, many billions, and I just hope they're not doing it with a duct tape thing. I hope they're doing it as a permanent fix. But geez, what if they're going to have, what if they have another, you know, hurricane season this year like they had last year? Is it going to wipe everything out again? And here we go with another, what, 20, 50, 70 billion again? I mean, man, it's a mess, and it's tender. We're on tender hooks and eggshells. We're wondering how's this going to go. We'll have to see. Jay Sonic saying, by the way, there's another person who has the same exact record player that you have behind you. Oh yeah, that's my Electrohome record player from when I was a teenager. I bought that unit in 1970. 72, 73, I had a summer job and I bought that. It has an AM FM stereo record player in there built by Electrohome, kind of it's called the Apollo. It's got that dome sort of thing and then the matching speakers. got the chrome bottom, the base. My chair is sort of hiding at the chrome base here. I love this thing. I don't use it these days. It works, but it just sits here as a decoration piece. Saw one on eBay once. They want $800 for it. I couldn't believe it, but then I guess I can. It's a unique thing. Teresa is saying, Mark, we should be at the port around 11 a.m. Jay Sonic saying, quite interesting design. Deanne is here. Hi, Bruce. 83 degrees in Pasadena, California. Oh, man. Deanne, I'm jealous. Every time you come on my channel and you log in and you always tell me you're in Pasadena, I just go, oh, Pasadena, California. What a beautiful place. Thank you for joining us today. 83 in Pasadena. Oh, man. The Rose Bowl parade and everything else. I know that flea market of yours. You've got that flea market. I think it's once a month at the stadium there, the Rose Bowl. That is a fantastic flea market. That thing's massive. I used to enjoy that about twice a year. I'd go for that. That was great. Peter is here. Peter, you're back. Peter, 600. He's saying 659 subscribers. Wow, what happens when I go visit some islands, a day out of Sydney, and then doing a B2B. Peter is in Australia. Welcome back, buddy. I know you were just on the Explorer of the Seas, Royal Caribbean, if I recall. And I hope you had a good cruise. And you're going out of Sydney, and then you're going to B&B. Fantastic. Welcome back. Yeah, I guess I've added 3 more since I've been on the air. I started at 6:56. You're telling me I'm at 6:59. Fantastic. I love it. Teresa McFarland is saying, do you have a Facebook, Mark? So you can send me a friend request. There's a good question for you, Teresa. You guys got to figure out how to get together. Steve Bartley is here. One of my wife's friends in Puerto Rico still doesn't have power. She's not in San Juan, however. Yeah, outlying, right? This person's in the outlying area. Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, this, I'm a Canadian, and up here in Canada, we know San Juan is USA territory. That is the United States of America down there. And this is February, and that happened in September, October. And there still isn't electricity for the citizens of that area. Unbelievable. We're up here in Canada. We're just befuddled and stumped by it. We've got power to the most remote Arctic regions in this country, the most inhospitable, nastiest places in the world. And for 8 months of the year, it's awful. And we have power all the time. We do have power outages from time to time. Yes, we get blizzards from time to time. Here in British Columbia, where I live, we have trees fall on power lines. Yes. But to have an entire island of 3.5 million people to be suffering like that is to me unforgivable. Just unforgivable. But that's just my little political statement of the day, and I'm moving on because I really feel for them, and we're just heartbroken for those folks down there. It's terrible. They deserve much better. Thank you, Steve, for that comment. Jay Sonic Hedgehog, like the LAX tower. Laugh out loud. He's kind of losing me on some of his comments. Norman is saying, you're doing good just like the other. You're doing good like just the other. I'm missing something here. Mark is saying, Teresa, we need to pick a time and meet at the back of the ship. Yeah, that's probably the best place to do it. Sean Johnson, you'll be at 1,000 in no time. I'm crossing my fingers. Feb 20, baby. Got to be there before Feb 20. Jay Sonic is saying, by the way, the reason for my name, Jason, is my real name. I love Sonic the Hedgehog, hence Jay Sonic. Yeah. That's what I love about YouTube and these other sites. You can call yourself whatever you want, and it's fun. It's great. Teresa is saying, message me on Facebook, and we can arrange a time and place to meet. Mark is going, sounds like a plan. And Hedgehog saying LAX Tower is for that record player. I'm sorry, lag issues on here. Richard Koromaski is saying, I worked in the utilities. Puerto Rico Power Company was in bad shape before the storm. Yeah, but no maintenance, no work on the system. So that is why it was destroyed. You're right, Richard. This has been let's just call this a slow motion train wreck that's been going on for quite some time. The entire island is a slow motion train wreck from a infrastructure point of view, and the hurricane was the knockout punch. I mean, Puerto Rico was already getting the standing 8 count. I mean, they were already on the ropes, basically declared bankruptcy as a territory, and then the hurricanes finished it off. I mean, and I hate to say it, but Puerto Rico became basically a country overnight after the hurricane passed through. It's been virtually, practically a third world country ever since, and it's U.S. territory, and it's sad. It's sad. It's disappointing, but it is what it is. And I'm so happy to see stories coming out of a number of blogs and on the internet talking about the recovery in St. Thomas and the recovery in St. Martin, recovery in Dominica. They're receiving cruise ships again. I was so happy to hear that. Turks and Caicos got damaged a little bit, but they were quickly up and running. There's still some islands that are in really rough shape, but San Juan, it had so many things going against it before the hurricane got there. And then when it just plowed through, it just finished off all the duct tape in the world that was holding San Juan, Puerto Rico together, from the power grid to other systems. They were overwhelmed. And I feel really bad for the kids and for the hospital patients. I mean, we're just hearing heartbreaking stories, about the power at the hospitals, especially the first few weeks after the event. Just terrible. So yeah, you just kind of hope things coming around. What do we got here? Okay. Oh, Jay Sonic is saying, I need to stay on subject here. The videos that I have seen for cruises, whoa, I love what I see. Charles Jordan, government point of view also, yeah. Doreen Chapman, I guess in St. Martin on the Dutch side, there is a fire burning today. Oh, I hadn't heard that. Oh, that's too bad. Hopefully that's not too serious. Norman is saying, my daughter won $1,500 in 10 minutes. First time in there. On the third day, she got out of there. Enjoy the SAP day, etc. Yes, they hold tax. Now, in this case, they held tax. I don't know why, but she won $1,500 in the first 10 minutes the first time she was there. And Mark Lost Travel saying, LOL, Teresa, there's about 30 Teresas on there. There's all kinds. He's having fun trying to find her on Facebook. There's 30 Teresas. Poor Mark, he's having a tough time. Not easy. My casino story, I don't know if I've mentioned it before. If I have, I apologize. If I haven't, it's new, and a lot of you are new, so you probably haven't heard it. But I was with my wife and I were on a cruise, and we were, I believe, on the, what ship was it, Brucey boy? I think it was Princess Cruise Line, Mexico. But it could have been Norwegian Cruise Line, Epic, would have been Caribbean Cruise. And I'd been in the casino, the whole week. I'm a dedicated loser, and I was down some money. And with our room charges and our tips and the spa packages and everything else, we had a bit of a room balance that we were, piling up. And it was the last night of the cruise, thank God. And I won this one machine, and I got lucky. I happened to be I was wagering. You're allowed to wager, I think, up to something like. What was it? Something like 10 coins at a time, which would have been like, maybe 50 cents a line. It was like a nickel machine. And you could have bet something like, $6 a throw or something like that. But I was betting $1.20. And I got a little pot. I got maybe I got about $30 or something. So that immediately shot me right to the maximum bet, because this is quasi house money. The fact that I'm down is irrelevant. But I'm up on this round. So I'm on house money. So now I'm going back to maximum bet. Third roll on the maximum bet, bonus round. And on the bonus round, the spinner goes around and you find out how many free spins you get. And you get as little as 3, or you get as many as 7. And I got 6 free spins. And on the second of the 6, I got the bonus round again. And I got 6 more spins. And about 4 spins, I got the bonus round again. And that means more wild symbols start to show up on this bonus round. It just compounds. And it's just going and going. It took 20 minutes. I'm just sitting there with my arms folding. The machine's doing it all by itself. And it's just ringing it up, and snickles. But I'm looking at it, I got $350. That's pretty good. So my wife's kind of, looking at me the elbow's kind of coming into my rib cage here to the side. It's kind of like that signal you get that says maybe you can run now. And I looked at her and I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I got 350 in there. I'll play down to 300. If it's at 300, I'll cash out. But might get another bonus round. Well, okay, she thought it was reasonable. So $10 later, we're at $340. Bonus round. And now I got a crowd. This machine's making light. And another bonus round is inside the bonus round. Well, I walked away about $775 and went over to the cashier, got the cash, and I walked over to the guest services last night of the cruise. I said, "What's my balance on my room?" And showed them my key, and they showed me what the balance was. And I gave them, I think, $700. I kept the 75, and that brought it down a ways, but there was still a little balance left over. But that's my story about winning on a cruise ship. And what can I say? I was happy to have that happen. It was the one and only time. I've had plenty of times where I've won 30 or $50, but just can't seem to catch a hit where you get you get a good one. Vegas. You hear about, you get $500 here, $300 there, $1,000 sometimes. I've had those, but if you play enough, you will. But cruise ships, not so good, not so good. Anyways, I'm curious about how you guys have done. That's why I'm asking. Let's see here. Let me just check it. Check what's going on. Jay Sonic saying, "It sucks that I haven't gone on a cruise yet. Don't worry, you get the rest of your life. Believe me, I was in my 50s when I took my first one, and I've never regretted it." Mark Luffy says, "Does Puerto Rican citizens, do they pay federal tax to the USA?" I believe they do. I think they're U.S. taxpayers. I think they have full deductions. I believe so. I'm not an expert in tax policy in Puerto Rico. If anyone is, by all means, pitch in. But I think so. Bob O is saying, "Hey, Bruce, I'm back. Sorry to say I missed your last few broadcasts. Nonetheless, it's 48 here in Pelham, Alabama. Roll Tide. Happy to see your subs are climbing." Thank you, Bob. They are indeed 6:59. Someone just told me. And it's exciting. I get up every morning and I take a look, put some eye drops in my eyes and grab my phone and log in. And first thing I'm looking, how many subs do I got? I know where I was last night. How many have I got now? I got more. Yeah, it's worth getting up. Let's keep going. Sean Johnson saying, "True about the fire." This is at San Martin. I have a fraternity brother that works on a America's Cup regatta. It's been burning since Sunday. Wow, and it's contained to the dump site for hurricane debris. Oh my goodness. Toxic smoke caused evacuations. Oh man, that's terrible. That's not good. Doreen Chapman saying, "It's just a shame they can't catch a break." Richard Kormaski saying, "Puerto Ricans do not have to pay U.S. federal income taxes like we do in the States. They pay their own island." Oh, well, see, I learn something new every day on Traveling with Bruce. Welcome to Traveling with Bruce, where you can also learn about taxes paid in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Hey, all information is useful. Fantastic. Thanks for that. That's good to know. Mark Luffy, we have sent many supplies. I'm supposing down south. Mike Hamilton, I was watching people spend thousands on the casino. Oh yeah. The casino room is a moneymaker for the cruise ship. That's why your cabin is so affordable sometimes. Yeah, we have to thank the high rollers. They're spending the big bucks on the rooms. They're spending the money in the casino. They're spending it in the especially restaurants and on those fancy drinks. Thank you, high rollers. It makes those inside rooms and ocean view rooms and a lot of the balconies affordable for the middle class. Absolutely. Mark is saying, Mark Luffy, where is the rest of the world helping? We're in the USA, Bruce, are expected to pay for everything. Okay, no more politics. Oh my! I know that a lot of people have thrown money in there, but the problem is so huge. I think the multiple billions, and as someone was saying, the years and years of neglect and/or shoddy maintenance because they're trying to keep the cost down and they're having trouble collecting, and it's the most expensive electricity in the Western Hemisphere, and it's a mess. There's no doubt about it. It's no easy fix. I'm sorry to say. Hey, Sonic is a hedgehog saying, I'm 40 and my dad is 70. I'd like him to enjoy himself on this first cruise. Oh yeah, and he will. Get him on. If you get yourselves on a Hall in America, grab a balcony for under $100 a night before taxes and fees and so on. He's going to love it. You'll love it, but he will really love it. Absolutely. Debbie Emanuel saying, "Hi, Bruce. 75 today in, I think it's Northern California. Worst cruise only due to the room. Inside cabin in the bow of the ship on Carnival to Mexico." And you were probably doing this, the up and down. Was that it? Oh my! Well, welcome, Debbie. Yeah, that's got to be rough. Northern California, that's nice. Richard Kormaski, I don't know if it is true, but on the first day of the cruise, don't know if this is a fact. I don't think they adjust the slots. I really don't think so. I think they're just set, and they're set to god awful. That's my thing. But if you know anyone knows anyone that works or has ever worked in a casino on a cruise ship, boy, get them to come on this channel. That'd be great. I'd love to talk to that. If anybody knows anyone that's ever been a captain or a first officer or a cruise director on a cruise line, would it be great to have one of those folks join our conversation here? Boy, we'd have questions for these people. They'd have answers. They'd have stories. That'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, we'll see if that comes along as time goes by. Norman is saying, Bruce, LP are back. CD are on the way out. LPs. Yeah. I need to find a needle for this guy. I need a needle for me. It still works, but I know the needle is really old, and I think I need a nice new needle for that record player. But she works fine, and I've got my albums here, all my Beatle albums and everything else. I'm dating myself. Well, what can I say? Norman is saying, yeah, LPs are okay. Steve Bartley, we were in Puerto Rico in 1967 when they had a vote for statehood or independence or to remain a commonwealth. The question of paying income taxes was a big concern. Yeah, you see, you're going to join the party, you got to pay part of the price to be in the party room. I mean, come on, but you get benefits if you're part of the nation. But, they do have, obviously, benefits being American citizens. They'll be able to freely come and go between the mainland and the island. But obviously, a lot of islanders have left and are sending money home to support mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, right? It's pretty bad. Maurice, Ia Ham is here. What are your thoughts about MSC Seaside? I'm getting mixed reviews on it. Some like it and some hate it. I'm going in June. Do you think all the problems will be done by then? Maurice, I got to tell you, you've come to the broadcast quite a ways in, but it's okay. Later, after we're done here, after I'm done, you'll be able to come back into this telecast as a regular video. I read a review today. You have got to hear it for yourself. Come back in here, tonight if you want. Watch the first 30 minutes of this video. You'll see that review. You're not going to believe it. It's not good. I'm telling you right now, Maurice, it's not good. And I'm worried for June for you. I hate to say it, but I'm worried that the problems are more than just one thing. There's a number, and some of the problems are staff related, and I don't know if they'll have it fixed by June. I'll tell you, Maurice, I'm not sure. Mark the Lost Traveler saying, I think I found you, T. Check your Facebook. If that's not you, that lady will get an interesting message. Mark, maybe you can send that lady a picture of you wearing heels, and she'll really be wondering what the hell's going on. I tell you. Sean Johnson is here. If you are interested in casino gaming but don't want to pay full price, most cruise lines have $60 blackjack, poker, and slot tournaments. Prize money is generally okay. Yes, I did invest in a slot tournament once on a cruise. I didn't win anything, but for 10 or 20 bucks entry fee, that was well worth the time. Had fun, kibitzed with the other contestants for a while. It was all right. They were handing out, T-shirts and giveaways and stuff. It was great. It's a great way to limit your spending in the casino. Get involved in some of these little slot tournaments. They're always doing some kind of a promotion anyway. Richard saying, got that tip on the slots on Cruise Critic. Not sure, though. Jay Sonic saying, I am on the site right now that you mentioned for cheap deals. I typed the entire site out, and YouTube said, oops, remove any web addresses and try again to me. Yeah, you got to go to a different tab there, Jay Sonic. Vacationstogo.com. Mark the Lost Traveler, I'm a captain on my jet ski. Does that count? Hey, you want to tell us stories, Mark? By all means, I know you've already told it. I love it. Mary W is here. I found this on Google. The Commonwealth government has to pay its own tax laws, and Puerto Ricans are also required to pay most U.S. federal taxes. Well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. The information's out there, folks. You really want to know? I guess we can just look it up, but it's a mess. We know that. Jason Sonic saying, I'm looking at the Crown Princess and not the Holland America. You recommend the Holland America more than the Crown Princess. What to each his choice. I'm just thinking, with a 70-year-old and you're a first-timer, I'm running the first time. My first cruise, Holland America, and 5-star dining, 5-star bedding, excellent service. You don't have to worry about specialty restaurants because the main dining room is excellent. The crew is great. The heritage of the line, fantastic. Both, however, are part of the Carnival Corporation. Holland America and Princess are owned by Carnival, but they're run independently of each other. But I can tell you, Holland America has a serious pedigree, a long tradition of quality, and I think it's a done deal. I think it's a guarantee. I cannot believe you'd have a bad cruise on Holland America. It would be a shock to me if you did. But hey, pricing will be the same. Be very close to each other. So you can go either way, no problem. You can't go wrong either with Princess. I mean, you're not going to be, oh, it's a terrible line compared to Holland America. No, there are folks out there who love Princess, and there are folks out there who love Holland America. I've been on both. They're both okay. I prefer Holland America though. Just saying. Anyway, just mention. Maurice, it's Jay Sonic is saying to Maurice on the MSC Seaside, it's not good. It's not good. The reviews, Maurice, it's not good. Yeah, the YouTube does not like websites in the chat room. Yeah, that's right. They're not interested in that. Mark the Lost Traveler, Maurice, if I was you, I would go on a different cruise. Every day bad news comes out about MSC on the Seaside. Yeah, it's been bad. If you're able to switch into something else, look at Holland America, maybe Royal Caribbean. If you're looking for action on the cruise ship, a lot of activities, Royal Caribbean with all their activities. Take one of the big ships like Harmony of the Seas, Oasis, Allure, or Symphony. It's coming. That one too. You'll be all right there. So yeah, you can go a number of ways on that. Oh man. Starting to lose my voice here. Anyway, having a great time today, folks. I hope you're doing all right. If anyone has any questions, please fire them away. Anyone who's watching this broadcast tonight, next week, this is a live broadcast. It's a live stream. Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. I'm in Creston, British Columbia in Canada. My viewers and my participants in this live chat are just chatting away here. I'm reading the comments as we go because you folks who are watching this video later can't see the comments. So you're relying on me to tell you what's being said and what's being asked. And we have an open Q&A here every day. I'm on the air Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm on the air every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can ask any question you want about cruise ships, comments, inquiries, that type of thing. Don't mind a bit. If you have a question now, like you're watching this next week and you've got a question, just put the question in the comment box below. And I'll try to get back to you as quick as I can with an answer for you. If you're a new cruiser, I have all kinds of videos on cruising. Every live stream that I've done now for the last, 3 weeks, there's got to be now about 20, 25 of them out there. We cover all kinds of topics on these live streams. I mean, it goes from the bizarre to the crazy to the ridiculous to the mundane. We cover how to find deals. We talk about nightmares, what you can bring on board, what you can't bring on board, pricing, better, best ports to visit, lousy ports to visit, experiences, good, bad, and indifferent. And I welcome any of you to join in. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Consider doing that. And there's a button here. There's a button here. One of the two buttons, there's a little bell icon beside the subscribe button. You hit that, you get alerts every time I do a video or post a new live stream. You'll be told, oh, Bruce is on the air again, and you might want to know that. But I thank all of you who have been joining in and have been following me. The comments have been coming in, so let me grab a drink here. Let me catch up with what's going on here. Hedgehog is saying, okay, Holland America. Yep, it's worth a thought. How old is the cruise? Are you talking about the cruise line? Is that what you're asking, Jay Sonic? Because Holland America's been around for 60s, the 50s, a long time. Princess, quite a while too, but they're both owned by Carnival now. Mark Lost Traveler, MSC will have a lot of action like abandoned ship. Yeah. It's not good, not good. Richard Kormaski is saying it's also hard to navigate the MSC cruise site to pick a specific cabin location. Too many choices for quality of the cabin first prior to picking a location on cabin does not give me a warm fuzzy. Yeah, that's not good. When the website is hard to navigate, that also is frustrating. Christine is asking, has MSC corporate put out any public statements regarding the Seaside? I can't believe all this bad social media publicity hasn't forced MSC to respond quickly. I gotta say, I have been watching with interest any kind of YouTube postings on the MSC Seaside. So I'll just, I'll enter in the search, MSC Seaside, and I'll hit the button, or I'll enter MSC Seaside reviews. And all I'm getting are, I'm getting a lot of corporate videos. The promo type, these are the videos that the cruise lines make themselves. They hire the professional photographers. They put on that beautiful music, and it's all slick as can be. And you see the ship with no people, or if you do see people, they're actors, and they're all happy, and they're all beautiful. you know, the kind of commercials I'm talking about. So it's all like a promo thing. And so to dig a little further, sometimes you have the second page, the third page to find regular folks who are going on. So I'm kind of wondering if this happens with other cruise lines too. I know that Royal Caribbean has corporate videos. So does Norwegian. So does Carnival. They all do it. They have to do it. That's what they're doing. That's their job. They got to promote themselves even on YouTube. Yeah, these videos, what the ordinary folks are saying, whew, not good stuff. Not good. Now, some folks are happy. Some folks they're saying, I had a great cruise. I had a wonderful time. And God bless them for it. I saw one YouTuber talking about they were in the yacht club, which is kind of the top level of the ship, the exclusive area. No poop smell up there. Oh, great. That's super. But for the masses, and those of us, not us, but those who are on deck 5, deck 6, deck 7, they're in hell. They're just having a terrible time. And that's for most. And so, yeah, I think people have been really upset by the lack of reaction from the help desks and whatnot. The corporate entity has not, I've not heard anything to answer that question. No one at corporate, I've seen no official anything, and I really wouldn't expect anything other than, we're doing everything in our power to make, the usual gobbledygook. We respect all of our cruisers, and we want everyone to have a really good time, and we deal immediately with any issues, and blah 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 blah. The old line. Why would they change? They're not going to say, "Oh, we blew it. We really screwed this up. You shouldn't don't come on our ship." They're not going to say that. But I'm kind of thinking, if they haven't got technicians from the shipbuilding yard or the technicians that were involved in the design and the build out of the plumbing system, if they haven't got those guys on that ship now, I don't know what it'll take. There's issues, serious issues. And spare parts, this thing about the electrical panel, that the card reader, where they only had one spare, they had no spare card readers on this brand new ship. They took the electrician's card reader and put it in a cabin because their card reader wouldn't work. Well, I bet you they hardwired the electrician's room now for the electricity. There should be spare parts on board this thing. That's called a maintenance division. So I don't know, folks. I'm not hearing good stuff. It's pretty tough. What we got here? Sonic is asking about the ship. The ships are vacationsco.com. You can see how old each ship is. Holland America's fleet is relatively new. It's not an old fleet. Mark's saying, I must say, Bruce, I enjoy all your hard work, and I acknowledge knowledge about cruising. You are a world of info. All of us thank you. And Bob O is saying, dilly dilly, Bruce. And Jay Sonic is saying, I want to know if you're a Sonic fan. Not relevant. Yeah, not relevant. And Jay Bell is here. Pray for me. I go on the 24th of this month. Oh no, Lawrence. You got to tell us what it's like, man. You're our source right there. Direct. Tell us what's going on. Paula's laughing out loud. Dilly dilly. Christine's going dilly dilly. Mark Luffy's going dilly dilly. Bruce. Mark Lost Traveler. I will lower the flag. Lawrence, laugh out loud. Sherman Mercer, great show today. This is the first time for a live show. Thank you, Bruce. Very helpful channel. Thank you, Sherman. Christine, MSC separates classes. Maybe better plumbing there, and maybe, or a separate system. Maybe it's a different, they have their own little, oh, what a mess. Richard saying, Bruce, people can search the website, Cruise Critic, and filter on MSC for people who have cruised with them, even down to the ship they were on. I know. You're right. I've noticed, Tisha 502 is saying, I've noticed on YouTube, Seaside guest gets lost outside in the dark on the promenades. The stairs aren't lit and doors either won't open or they aren't marked. I've seen them panic and almost fall. I mean, what the heck is going on? I don't understand it. Mark's saying, I lost my voice too, Bruce, asking for a raise. Sometimes you can ask, and sometimes you have to walk. To get a raise, you got to go somewhere else. And only then do they appreciate how great you were. Isn't that sad? In today's world in which we live. So many organizations don't realize the greatness of their employees, how fortunate they are, how loyal they are to the company, and they treat them like, you know what, like MSC Seaside, boop. What are you going to do? Asking for a raise. Love that. Yeah, the MSC Seaside. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I'm sorry to have to keep bringing it up, but I've got to. I've got to bring it up. I mean, there are how many hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars going into that ship for reservations, and people are, shouldn't be doing it. I mean, my goodness, these guys don't deserve our money. Clean up your act or else, right? Well, maybe the crew on some cruises are getting too old or picky. No time for a change. Boot them out. Yeah, well, on MSC, the problem is international crew and not North American. If you're going to deal with North American passengers, you've got to know the ways of the North American passenger. We are a funny lot, awfully predictable. There's a lot of us, and we're the dominant sector. I mean, you add Americans to Canadians, and how many cruisers that is? It's the largest single block of cruisers in the world. I don't know what to say. If I were in the Greek islands and I was on a Greek cruise line, I would expect everything to be in Greek. I'm buying into that. I'm there. I get it. I don't expect to be treated like I'm in downtown New York when I'm on a cruise line out of Greece. I get that. But if you're bringing a ship over to this part of town, to Miami, and you're going after North American passengers, and you're advertising to North Americans how great you are and how great the experience is going to be, then deliver. You don't deliver, you deserve to get what you get. And why is it okay for a movie to get a thumbs down and not a cruise ship? Cruise ships deserve just the same treatment as a movie does. They want real money for the services that they claim are world class, and you give me world class. And this is not world class. This is amateur hour, and it's not good. Anyway, there you have it. Whoa, what a day. I want to say thank you to everybody today who participated in this live stream. This is fantastic. Hour and 10 minutes we're into this thing, and it goes quick. Thanks for answering your questions today about casinos, worst cruise ever, your next cruise, what ship you're going to be on, and how many cruises you've been on. Great info. And for the newbies out there, I hope you're learning something about cruising today. I'm sure you are. We love to share our information with you, our experience. There's a whole bunch of folks here that are regulars who just love to share their thoughts, and we don't mind helping you guys out and steer you in the right direction. There's stuff you need to know, and every little bit helps. Jay Sonic saying TripAdvisor, yes, Bruce. Teresa 502, I'm so disappointed because I followed this ship since drawing stage. Yeah. It might be Tisha 502. It might be that the next one will be the good one. The second ship, they'll get all the bugs out of this one and get it to figure out the second one. So it might be a year. I don't know. Mark Lost Traveler is saying, good day to everyone. Seafood dinner has finally come here. It's not from the... Jay Sonic says, thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Jay Sonic. I hope you enjoy my channel, and welcome aboard. Christine, bon appetit to Mark the Lost Traveler. That's from Christine. Thanks, you guys, for watching today. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 Thursday, and then Friday at 5 o'clock Eastern as well. I've had a blast today, and I'll say my goodbyes. This is Bruce with Traveling with Bruce, saying thanks for watching today. Mark the Traveler saying, hey, Bruce, subscribers are growing. Good job, bro. Pamela Jordan saying, have a great evening, Bruce. See you next time. Bruce is saying, we'll see you next time. This is Bruce with Traveling with Bruce saying good night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. See you guys.